And so I learned how, I was in an apartment, so I got all of the tools and learned how to dip pretzels. And that's where Purposely Made Sweets started, with those dipped pretzels. People love them, and it developed from that to dip strawberries. And my mom and grandparents, like, I'm from the country, like I said, so they love baking. So I was always a big cooker, but never like baking. It was like, oh, it's so messy. I don't want to do it. But I guess it was always in me. You know, I would watch them and bake, and they, you know, taught me all of those things. So my son needed cupcakes for class, and my tagline used to be, I make, I don't bake. And my friends always used to they still pick at me, because they're like, oh, now I'm doing all of these extravagant cakes and things. It's like, what happened to your tagline? I make, I don't bake. And so my mom taught me, she was like, come on, you know, let's go in the kitchen and I'll help you make these cupcakes. When I tell you cupcakes, like, you would think it's super easy. It probably took me 3 years to learn how to make a cupcake without them sinking in the middle. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, it all started, that's how it all developed into what it is today. And so my logo has two little angels, well, the little angel wings on there. Yeah. And I put them on there because they remind me of my grandparents. Both of my grandmothers passed away. And so they were the ones who kind of instilled that baking into the family. Yeah. So I use my angel wings as a honor to them, or reminder of them in my logo. That's really cool. And I mean, it kind of, the company story, it's all there in your logo, and you know, you got deep roots, your family. As you know, I was wondering, it's like, so when is she gonna start talking about the cooking stuff? Right. It was all important to get to that point, but yeah, I mean, it just kind of happened, and I don't sleep a lot at night, so I would stay up in the middle of the night playing Candy Crush, and I'm like, you know, I could be doing something productive with my time. Yeah. So I would get up, you know, about 1 o'clock in the morning and just start doing stuff in the kitchen. I was like, I might as well start selling this stuff. Everybody would ask for it for birthday parties and, you know, weddings, not really weddings so much at the time, but just different events. And so I'm like, well, I might as well get up. I'm up anyway. Yeah. And so I would go to work, come home, get the kids settled, and take a nap, and then go back in the kitchen at night. And so I did that my business was officially established in 2008. So I did that for 5 years until September, when I, you know, went full time with the business. That is quite a company story. That's really cool. Words will feed the homeless.